These are the best multi-chrome eyeshadows. Welcome to everybody watching today. Thank you so very much for joining me. As part of Eyeshadow Palette Month, I wanted to come on here and share with you my best favorite multi-chrome eyeshadows. I did a video in July where I showed you cool toned multi-chromes, which I think are very hard to come by. I have 4 of them from palettes, but everything else I have as a single in my multi-chrome eyeshadow palette, because I think the best way to get a multi-chrome in your life isn't to buy a palette that has something, but to actually buy it as a single and to focus your palette purchases around good mattes and shimmers that can see you through anything, and then to have like 1 or 2 really good multi-chromes that really have your heart as singles, because I don't think we get the interesting multi-chromes always as part of a palette. I feel that a lot of the multi-chromes we get in palettes look very similarly. It's always like the white with the peachy pink shift, or the green, gold, whatever it is shift that you see a lot. Like, it's always like the same sort of shifts in eyeshadow palettes, which is why I feel like these are the rare things that have something special to them. And then I just have a bunch of singles because those I think are the most special. And if I want to reach for a multi-chrome, I'll reach for these things over the things in the palettes, really. So first up, I have this little Gella palette. This is the Color Phantom Chameleon eyeshadow in MO4, and it has this really beautiful shade in. It just looks a bit like boring gray, but it actually has a purple and green flip, which I'm not sure you can see in the pan all that well. So let me swatch it for you. I'll do some live swatches of these shades to hopefully be able to show you. And one of the things I appreciate about this shade so much is something I can't show you, but it's the texture of this shade. It is really, really smooth. It's not chunky at all. Sometimes with multi-chromes, they can be a little bit flaky, and those can be hard to pick up. But this is so smooth and therefore so easy to like reach for. So I'm gonna have to swatch these like one by one, like one at a time, so I can really show you the shifts, because else it's not gonna work. So I'm gonna put it really like across the back of my hand like this, so you can see as much of the shift in one go as possible. So you can see there's the green, and there's like the gray and the purple, and it really depends how the light hits it, how it's gonna look. Next up, we have the Bella Beauté Bar Crystallize palette, which has a beautiful, beautiful multi-chrome in. It's actually not this one, because this is that blue to peach that we get everywhere. I really like this one. This sort of like blurple with like a pinky tone. It's so, so beautiful, and really something special that I haven't seen too many other brands do. It's called Opulent in the palette, just so in case you're wondering. But look at this. Oh, it doesn't even focus. But it's got like pink and blue, a hint of green, and then this silvery sort of cool tone base. Like, we just don't have enough cooler toned like multi-chromes, I feel. So this one I love, and I love how it's almost like translucent in some lighting, and then when the light doesn't hit it, that's actually when it's prettiest, I feel. But yeah, it's really, really gorgeous and just so shifty, and just, yeah, I love that shade for a reason. It's one of the best shades in the entire palette, but I love the Crystallize as well. I ranked it as my favorite palette that I've tried this year so far. And Bella Beauté Bar is the brand with the special shimmers in their palette, so if you're looking for one brand to like find the special shimmers, I would say go Bella Beauté Bar, because there's another really good one in the dark Dreamscape. This does have a peach flip, but this, I mean, this lighting is not gonna, do you see, there's the peach, and then the pink purple. This has like 4 or 5 different shifts. Like, there's even a hint of green in there. I hope it shows up when I swatch it for you. And this is a little bit more of that flaky formula that I was talking about earlier, which is not my favorite, because those are usually a little bit more difficult to pick up on. But it doesn't, there, oh, you see? The gold, and then the green, and then the peach, and then the purple, and the pink. Like, a multi-chrome used to be like 3 shifts. Like, we had duochromes before, of course. And then we got multi-chromes that had 3 shifts. And now we have the ones that have like 4 or 5, sometimes even 6 shifts. So here, it's like a full rainbow. in one shade. It's one of those shades when, if I wear this to work, everybody thinks I've done loads of effort and all I've done is like smack one eyeshadow all across my lid. But yeah, this way I think you can really see it. This is why I'm not like swatching them like I normally do in a row, because then some of the shades will look differently compared to the others. So you don't have a comparison here, but it's really just about these single shades, right? And then Epic Beauty's Jewel of Eternity has a couple of really stunning multi-chromes in as well. This is again a flaky sort of formula, but one that was so special. And I want to swatch this purple for you guys. It's called Forever Yours, and it looks like a mosaic almost, like it doesn't have too many shifts going on, but it's really when you apply it that you can see the shifts happening. This is now back in stock on Monolith and the Epic Beauty website, in case you were wondering. And they may actually be coming out with a new palette as well really, really soon. So I'll talk to you about that when I can. But it's like, oh, it's so pretty. It's quite a deep shade as well, which normally doesn't show up on me all that well. But this is so pretty. And this has more of like a holographic sort of shimmer to it almost. It's got like this pewter sort of quality to it, and then green and silver, and then that beautiful deep purpley base that it leans against. A hint of green. It's so, so beautiful. It does have a little bit like of a gritty texture because of the very fine sparkle, but sparkling wise, like in this lighting, it even has a touch of gold. It's like this mixed metal, yummy goodness. So pretty. So if you like something that's a little bit more intense, a little bit more smoky, then in the Epic Beauty you actually have a couple of really good options. But then we have this guy. This is my dedicated multi-chrome eyeshadow palette. I was like, I'm just going to put all of my multi-chromes that I have as singles into one palette. And I'm going to be swatching a number of things for you. We're going to start here. This is Asteria from Devinah Cosmetics. And this is a blue, brown, green sort of pigment. It's really, really pretty. And Devinah is actually a brand that I don't hear a lot of people talking about anymore, but they have some excellent like shimmers and like really, oh, it even has a pink. It even has a pink. Oh, so, so pretty. This is one of my favorites, and it's really funny because I sometimes do BYOPs and sort of build my own palettes, but this one is just one that I reach for so often. Like, it looks like a brown and pink, and then in some lighting, oh, it doesn't really pick up. Like in this lighting, I can see the green as well. Oh, there we go. Do you see that? Very different compared to everything else I've shown you so far. See, now it even looks like purple and blue and green and... oh. Yeah, this is another really, really good one that I wish more people were talking about because it's just really good. And now we're going to go up here because that's the other round pan I want to talk about with you. This is actually Lucid Lavender from Touch of Glam, which is this was the first time I had a shade like this. I do feel this isn't as unique anymore as it used to be, but it's this icy lilac with like green, gold, pink. Really, really pretty. In some lights, it's a little bit of a baby blue vibe. You really need to spread this one out to get the full effect. But again, it's like this kaleidoscope of colors all in one shade, but it's a little bit lighter than in the Dreamscape or in the Epic Beauty, I feel. It's got the green and the pink and the yellow and the blue, and then there's this silvery sort of sparkle to it. There's this hint of lilac. It's just really pretty. Again, one of those shades that if you throw it on, everybody thinks you've applied a million and you've only did like one thing. And then we're getting to the Clionadh shades. First, we're going to start here for me at the top. This is Forge. It's actually the one from the jewel toned multichromes that I have from Clionadh that I reach for the most. So this is actually one of those like reddish, brown, green, golds. This is very smooth, which is why I like the Clionadh one so much. That's why I have so many of them. I didn't buy these in one go. This took me years to build, this eyeshadow palette. Like, this wasn't something that ooh, look at that. Oh, this is so pretty. You can really see the shift there. This is why I chose to like swatch them like this, because I have a window on this side and I have a window on that side and then no window right there. So I was hoping that filming it like this would give you the full lowdown of every single shade I want to show you. And it does, which, yay! Then we're going one tier down. You can actually see the ones that are my favorites from Clionadh because they're the ones that I've used the most for my BYOPs. This is Grisaille, which I believe is one of their glitter multichromes, and that's one of the things I love so much about the Clionadh Stained Glass collection, which is their multichrome collection, is that they do so many different undertones and types of multichromes that you just have so much choice. So I don't think I showed you every single one of them like this on my finger, but this is, again, more of like a hot pink with like a purpley blue flash, and then a little bit more sparkly almost. It's got more of a glittery vibe. There you go. Really, really beautiful. I really like that one too. I've used that a lot. And I would need to make sure that I have the right one because it's a bit difficult to find. But this one I showed you in my cool tone swatches as well, but it's not super cool tone. This is Opulent by Clionadh, actually. And this is actually, like, it looks a little bit more cool toned in the pan than it does when you swatch it, because it does have this peach that it shifts to in the end, which isn't a bad thing. It's not like the warmest thing I've swatched for you. Do you see? Oh, Opulent is so beautiful. It's like green, gold, blue, purple, pink, and then that hint of peach, almost like rose gold vibe. I think that's absolutely beautiful. Like, in some lighting, this just looks like a rose gold. Like, if it's hit by the light straight on, but if this is all over your lid, it's gonna look so dimensional, which is one of the reasons why I recommend only getting like one or two, because these work best if you use them by themselves with like a matte in the crease, and you don't really faff around with them too much, because then they can really sing, you know, because you apply them everywhere. Then the texture of your lids and like your eye socket is just going to make these shifts happen on your lids as well. We're going one tier down. We're going to Bloodline, which is right here, which again looks quite neutral, and that's one of the best parts I think about Clionadh, is that they do neutral multichromes, which I just love. Bloodline I've used so much. This is by far my favorite Clionadh shade. I think if I had just one, it would be this one, and this is so pretty. It's like purple, pink, blue, green, gold. It's so pretty. There we have Bloodline. There's a reason why I reach for this all the time. It is quite warm in its base though, but really in the shifts, it's really, again, this kaleidoscope of colors, which I just really enjoy. And then we're going two steps. This was Bloodline. We're going to this one. This is Somber, which I also really love. And this is a little bit deeper, and it's got a bit more green as well. So here is Somber. It's like a softer version of Forge almost. It's a little less intense, but it's got that green, gold sort of shift, and then this, well, not orange, but like this purpley, peachy sort of vibe. Yeah, these are my kind of multichromes. This is what I live for. And then we have quite a few of these white sort of toppery things, and I love Gloaming. You can see the dent I've created in there. I just love this one as well, and I just have every single undertone under the sun in these, so this is why it always like irks me that we get these kind of shades a lot in palettes. It's always this like white with like a peachy pink flip, but this is actually more of like a green gold. And this is actually a shade in its own right. It's not too much of a topper. It can be used as a topper if you want to. But some of them are a little bit even more transparent than this is. But it's like pink, green, gold. Oh, like it looks so unassuming in the pan. And I like how it's almost like transparent in the middle. It doesn't have too much of a base. So it really can be layered, or it can be worn by itself. Whatever it is that floats your boat, this will just go. I think this is an excellent shade as well. So if I had to pick when it comes to multichromes, these would be mine. Let me know yours in a comment down below if there's anything you're looking to get or that you already own that you're like, that's really excellent too. Help each other in the comments. Like I said, with multichromes, you really only need a few, and then you can just play around with your heart's content and let the multichrome be the star of the show when you're playing around with them. That would be my recommendation. So thanks so much for watching me here today. Let me know in a comment down below. So thank you so much for joining me here today. I will be back again tomorrow with a new video in Eyeshadow Palette Month. Hope to see you then. Bye-bye.